Hi, this is Charlene Chamberlain. Welcome to Front Row, where it's all about the music. My young guest today is Brandon Fay, and he is definitely all about the music. Brandon has invited us into his personal rehearsal space as he prepares for his performances with the Cherry Hill School of Rock. That was some amazing guitar work by Brandon Fay, who is a 16-year-old junior at Holy Cross High School. Thank you, Brandon, for joining me today on Front Row.
No problem, thank you.
How long have you been playing guitar?
I've been playing guitar since around when I was 9. I didn't start getting into it until I was around maybe 11, 12.
Did you ever take any lessons?
Never took any lessons until a couple months ago.
So you're self-taught?
Self-taught pretty much all the way up.
And how did you actually teach yourself to play that well?
Well, there's videos online. I looked at music. I learned tabs myself. A couple of my friends helped me out with the tabs when I was younger. And I just did it by ear, too, also.
What were your musical influences when you were younger?
My musical influences had to be Randy Rhoads. Jimmy Page. Probably Slash, and that's about it.
Did you listen to any of the music that your parents listened to when you were younger?
Yes, I listen to Clapton. My dad listens to Clapton a lot. He's another one of my influences. He listens to 60s, 70s, 80s, all the way up to 90s.
Do you play any of that?
Yeah, I play the majority of throughout the years.
So what would you say your favorite genre of music is to play?
Probably rock music in between, and heavy metal. Not heavy metal, but heavy rock. And classical too.
Have you been studying classical music?
Recently, yes. I'm gonna put my classical abilities to heavier rock, and make a more better sounding.
Well, classical music is a great foundation to build on as well for any musician and for any instrument.
Yeah, it gives it a better taste.
Right. If you could put together a dream band, who would be in it and why?
Probably Robert Plant as a singer. I like Duff from Guns N' Roses as a bass player. Probably for a drummer, John Bonham from Zeppelin.
Okay.
And he's a guitar player.
Do you have a band at this point in time?
I had a band, but it didn't work out. So I'm looking for another.
So you disbanded?
Bandmates. Yeah, so I'm looking for other bandmates, singer, bass player, and a drummer.
I guess it's kind of hard to get a commitment at this stage of the game, considering that you're in school still.
Yeah, I mean, some people aren't really as into it as I am, but I'd like to find a singer who can really sing, have a rock scream and sing and all that.
Male or female vocals?
Male.
Tell me a little bit about the Cherry Hill School of Rock. I heard that you were actually playing the lead on most of the Pink Floyd songs.
Yeah, it's just like a little thing to get kids on stage in the School of Rock, and that's where I take my lessons also. It just helps me teach like the theory in music and all that, and it's fun to go on stage every once in a while when you're not in a band.
I'm gonna let him do his own talking. The shredder extraordinaire, Mr. Brandon Fay.
How many performances do you usually do with them a year?
A year, about 3.
And are they local?
They're local.
Where do you play?
We play at Top Dog every once in a while. Play at Voltage at the Electric Factory.
Mm-hmm.
We play Red Hot and Blue in Cherry Hill.
Okay. And I think I heard maybe Dobbs. Did you play at Dobbs?
We played at Dobbs and Chicken Pizza every once in a while.
And how long have you been involved with the School of Rock?
About a year. And I've learned a lot from the lessons and all that.
How many times a week do you go to class?
I go every Thursday for my lesson and rehearsal for just like a fun rehearsal for the the gigs that you do.
Right. So what Pink Floyd songs are you playing on?
I'm doing Comfortably Numb. Brain Damage, Eclipse, Corporal Clegg, Anatomy Domain, and a couple more.
And some of those are a little bit obscure to the general public. That if they weren't Pink Floyd fans, they wouldn't know those songs.
Yeah, some of them they wouldn't
Right.
even know as Floyd.
Right. Now, are there also other segments of music that are played during that performance, other than just the Pink Floyd?
It's usually mainly Pink Floyd. There's usually 2 shows you get to pick from. This time it was Dave Grohl and Pink Floyd, and I chose the Pink Floyd one.
Why did you choose Pink Floyd instead of Dave Grohl?
It's more low key. It's not as more hyped up as Dave Grohl's music, Foo Fighters, Nirvana.
Right. So have you been writing any of your own music?
Yeah, I've been writing a couple of riffs. That's like one beginning riff, and then I have this other one which is in drop D. Which I wanted to make this thing in the beginning where it's like kind of soft and quiet, classical, and then it goes into I'm actually gonna get this old 1987 recording mixer, and start recording my own things.
Do some vintage recording.
Yeah, with tapes and everything.
Have you done any recording yet?
I haven't done any recording yet, but I'm open to do it. But just been practicing it inside for a while.
What's your favorite instrument to play out of all of these?
My most favorite is my 71 Les Paul Standard, but that's not here right now because it's being worked on. And but my second one is right there. Is my Les Paul Classic, because it's I love a heavy guitar.
Okay.
And my third favorite is right here. It's my 97 Gibson ES hollow body,
Yeah, it's
335.
beautiful.
It's like, I love that one. It's got like great tone and all that.
When you graduate from high school, it's on to college, will you focus on music?
I'll mainly focus on music. I would like for my career to be with music, but I always have a backup plan.
Good idea.
You can't always just make sure you always have to make sure you have a backup plan. But yeah, when if I go to college, it's gonna either be architecture or horticulture, and we'll see how it goes when the time comes.
Mm-hmm. Unless some big band snaps you up and you go on tour.
It would be nice, yeah.
It would be nice. Brandon, thanks so much for being on Front Row today and for playing for us.
No problem, thank you.
This is Brandon Fay, a young musician who I feel we're going to be hearing and seeing a lot of in the very near future. This is Charlene Chamberlain from Front Row on WTER Radio. Thanks for joining us.